Seven bloodied hopes, seven are your burning fires, seven your desires.
Are you smoking?
Who?
You.
Why?
What, why? Are you smoking?
Maybe.
What?
Yes, you can ask me a question. Indian Aiden Ross. Sorry, I don't have my glasses on. I can't really see. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for the follow. How are you today? Well, that's good to know. Weather's pretty nice here, too. Nice and sunny outside. Started off super smoky. Now it's super nice. It'll probably be smoky again tomorrow. Good old wildfires. That's good to hear that it's good weather over there as well. Where are you from? I am from Canada. Focus properly. I can't tell if that's just because of my glasses or if that's just not focused. Sometimes the camera freaks out. Ah, nice. Texas. Good, good. Indian Aiden Ross. Yeah, it's pretty good. Not gonna lie. Definitely on the right platform for that one. Indeed. I'm 17 right now, but I feel something isn't right about me. Okay. It's understandable. That was me at 17. Up until like 23 or 24. And it was like, okay. You just kind of accept it. I mean, you only get one, right? Might as well make the most of it. Do what you gotta do. Most times you won't understand. It's one of those things where even at your most comfortable, you're still outside your own skin, if you know what I mean. Sometimes it's more than well, how do I put it? Sometimes you think about it more than you really should. I think that's a good way to put it. Sometimes just throwing it to the back of your mind and, you know, just being like, "Yep, it's all good." And then, you know, just take some deep thoughts about yourself and be like, well, you know, ask the question of what is the other side and what do you want? I think that's the best way to start. Yeah, it's understandable. Thank you for the compliment. Nothing wrong with that. It's called a trap for a reason. But yeah. It's a matter of perspective if you really think about it. Especially when it comes to, like, I guess the way to say it would be plain face comparison, you know? Like, for instance, what do chicks really look like without freaking makeup on? And they tell you they don't have makeup on, they still have makeup on. It's like fresh out of the shower face. It's not that much, you know. So we are tempered. It's like, oh, I guess a great way to say it is, like, facial recognition based on gender. You can easily trick that with just a little bit of cosmetic makeup. Just thin out a couple lines and stretch over a couple of, you know, like I narrow out my nose and around here, raise up my cheeks a little bit, thin out my jaw. Well, I mean, you gotta think of it as a compliment that something is wrong with you. Because technically, according to, like, well, not according to, it's like, well, yeah, like, the established norm is not this. You know? So, just don't put it at the forefront. Like, it's not a big deal. It doesn't really matter. It's just self-presentation, you know? It's like, some people wear suits, some people wear slutty outfits, some people wear makeup, some people have a beard. Yeah, it's like, all I can say is my parents are very, very supportive of me, so I don't have a perspective on that side, like, officially, like, personally. So, all I would really say is, if it's not comfortable for them around them, just keep it to yourself. Like, for me, it was like a bedroom thing for like 8 years until it was like, you know what, I want to actually like go out and do stuff like this. And yeah, it's very, I think of it as like the first day I went to high school, man. That shit was scary as fuck. So was this, but it's like you just gotta do it. Otherwise, you're just gonna be chilling forever. And as long as you're thinking about it, that's what really matters. I mean, do what you gotta do, right? No worries. It's all about being yourself. And if you need this to be yourself, honestly, I'd say look deeper into yourself. Because there's like, this is skin value, you know? Like, yes, I like it because I think I look pretty. But that doesn't matter for anyone else. Or to me, like, I don't care what anyone else thinks about it. I don't do it for other people, I do it for me. But at the end of the day, it is skin deep, just this. So you got to think about other things too, like why, like it's like a mining canary thing. You're looking in the dark to try and find those certain things, and just because this fits on that doesn't necessarily mean it has to. Like I do this maybe once a week, and it's like my fun, just, you know, goofing around, having fun, and practice. That's mainly what it is, just to get better. Do different styles, different colors, see what works. Like, I don't like the raccoon eyes without the glasses, but I like them with the glasses. I don't know what you think, but that's just my opinion about it. So it's like, there are certain styles that can really show off certain parts. Well, it's understandable. It's not. It's that's one of the hardest parts about growing up, is not having anyone to talk to about any shit, and the people that you do talk to tend to fuck you over at the end of the day, in some way, shape, or form. So, changing for other people is never a good idea. You should change for yourself, and if the people around you aren't supportive of that, but you still want to be around them, just don't show that side. Like, that's, like, to me, that's a completely acceptable thing. Oh, you don't want to see that side of me. It's like, yeah, sure, because technically at the end of the day, this is, like, on the sexual scale. Like, I'm doing this because I feel pretty, because to make me feel attractive, right? And it's like, if you're just hanging out with your friends and stuff, it's like, okay, why are you doing that? It's just like hanging out with a chick, and you're like, well, why are you putting on makeup and wearing slutty outfits? Do you actually want me to bang you? Like, you know? You said you friend-zoned me, but you ain't acting like you friend-zoned me. So, well, thank you very much. Okay, we are ready to go, though. So, swap over to this. Oh, shit's freaking out again. I just need to change the setup a little bit, clean this up, have a toke, ease, and we are ready to start Desert Treasure 2. At least I think. I don't know if I have to do another farming run. 1850, 20 minutes. Yeah, okay. By the time we're ready and set up, I'll be able to do another farming run. That'll be perfect, and then we'll be able to start on with this. You play RuneScape at all? That's what we're switching over to right now. Man, this just lags the shit out of it. I don't know what's going on, man. I tried a couple of things and it's still freaking out. I don't know why it's computer lag. Stop being like this. I have a memory leak or something like that. Like restarted the PC before I freaking started the stream just so this wouldn't happen. Man, this is taking forever. It's so laggy. Just trying to change the freaking category on here. It's just like, no, you are not allowed. You must stay in this. Okay. That work? Oops. I think we're good on that end. Well, I appreciate that, and that's what I'm here for. That's kind of part of, like, one of the reasons why I do this is, like, you know, representation of some kind, but not in, like, a bad way, a pushy way, just kind of a, that's why it's like I don't actually do things. What are an attack helicopter? Chris Tyson. Oh, right then, Doomer15, welcome to the stream. How's it going, buddy? I'm doing really good. Oh, we're just about to start Desert Treasure 2. My last quest before my quest cape. But I am pretty sure I'm going to get stuck on Leviathan and we're just going to get completely destroyed. That would be amazing. Be a good old time, wouldn't it? Right? Could you handle it? That's the question. Could you handle it? Yeah, sure. God, people still use that? People still use that shit? Really? I don't even know. Let's see. Damn, I've been on here in forever. It's actually asking me to accept new terms of service. That's how long it's been. There you go. I added you. You should join the Discord as well. Okay, so we need to change this. Sound's not fucked anymore. That should work. Get these bad boys in. I turn the music off for this. Set that to 0. I don't know, RuneScape music or Iron Maiden? Just put a bunch of Iron Maiden on my new PC, transferring some bunch of stuff over slowly from my other PC to this one. I figured I'd start with this. Because the Maiden kicks ass. I don't even remember how to use this thing. Oh, there we go. We just had to update. Cool. All right. How's the music level though? Because for some reason Winamp is not letting me increase the volume of the music. So I don't know if it's something from the files or if it's like a setting in Winamp that I don't have like boosted sound on. I don't know. But it should be good now. Doomer, you play RuneScape at all? Okay, let's see. Pull this baby up. This guy over. Shit out the way. Move this guy back here. I think we're good now. So we need to do birdhouses. We need to go collect. Oops. We need to go collect all of our. Why am I lagging? What is going on? What do I think of your face? Why am I lagging? What is this? Okay, let's try that. Not bad, Doomer, not bad. Yeah, I have no idea why this is so laggy. OBS is like having some issues. Like literally the only thing open is OBS and RuneScape. And it's literally freaking stupid, always on top. 85 memory. Like, what the fuck is this shit? I've been frickin' playing Elden Ring and Baldur's Gate with no lag, completely fine. The RuneScape's like, nope. Nope. Your 4060 isn't good enough, bro. Man, that's the third clue I've gotten today. Like, holy crap. But if the lag persists, I might have to restart the stream. I don't know why it's been doing that. But, yeah, it's basically unplayable. I'm gonna see what happens if I turn off Winamp. Because it should not be lagging at all. Like, what the hell? Oh, well, we got clues we can do now. Take that, and that. In here, we got an easy, a beginner, and a medium. Alright. What a way to start. That's perfect. We need this, and we need a spade. Alright, what are we doing? Draenor. Okay, let's go to Draenor. Pretty sure I built this stash last time I did this scroll. Or this task for this scroll. Yeah, no problem, Indian Aiden Ross. I am glad you did as well. That just adds one more to the fam jam. So welcome to the jam. We like raspberry here, if you know what I mean. But yeah. My main content is makeup and story writing. But taking a break from that because I got back into RuneScape, and Black Myth Wukong comes out tomorrow night, so that is what we will be playing tomorrow night. Black Myth Wukong. I am so excited. It is gonna be, I'm expecting it to be frickin' amazing. We're just gonna blast through the game. Fucking destroy it like we did Elden Ring DLC. And the fact you don't have to like choose between a specific weapon. You're just like, okay, I have bow staff. And then you just like, there's gonna be multiple characters and shit. But where the hell am I supposed to go? The house is located southwest of the Palador party room, so it should be in here and up here. Okay, that makes sense. Perfect. But yeah, if you ever have any questions or, you know, you just want to talk, feel free, man. Even if you want, you can join the Discord and hop in there. If you ever want me to jump in the, you know, voice chat and we can have a chat.
Are you smoking?
No.
You.
Why?
What? Why are you smoking?
Maybe.
What?
Welcome, welcome. Nuv TDTYUV. Yeah, storytelling is definitely like, I'm a writer, so that's kind of my main thing. I gotta sit up here. Oh, this is hurting my arm. Trying this new setup, but it's just not working. Just not working. So we'll just chill like this, like we were before. It's a little bit more sturdy, I think. Oh. Why is this so... That'll do. Alright. My bad. Okay. Where to next? Drawers northwest of Draenor Village. So back to Draenor again. Fun, fun. Yeah, the current... So, I'm planning on writing a book of short stories. So it'll be 1,000 short stories or so. And it will... Each story is like some sort of moral lesson or something like that. And, you know, there's comedic ones thrown in there as well as like deep, dark, fucked up ones. Like this is meant for like adults. So this is stories are gonna be fucked up. And the one I'm writing right now is like the end of the world because it's all gonna be based in one universe. So it's like there'll be repeated characters. Other characters will mix with other characters, you know. So they'll like have like intermingling shit. So it'll get you to feel the characters more because it feels like the world's alive because it's actually part of one universe. And the one I'm writing right now is Intrusive Thoughts, and it's basically about how a guy who is in an extreme condition where his intrusive thoughts are so strong it causes him to black out and enact those intrusive thoughts. And eventually he becomes president and he presses the big red button on his desk and starts World War III and then wakes up in like the apocalypse. And that's how you got to the apocalypse. And Jesus, flared trousers. Fuck yeah, dude. See, this is why I do fucking clue scrolls. Yeet. Damn. This is why I do them, boys. Look at that. Fucking CC's going crazy. That is a nice piece to have. Hell yeah. Alright. Next one. Fucking love clue scrolls, man. Okay, you're going in my loot. And we want beginner. Thanks. Yeah. Everyone says I'm a good writer, so that's what I've done. It's not very lucrative, but it gets by. You know? And slowly but surely I'm just building a repertoire of a bunch of short stories, plus I'm writing a Final Fantasy based novel. Hopefully, currently the name is Finite Fragments because I don't know if I'll actually get the rights for Final Fantasy, but I want to make it so Final Fantasy that Square Enix is like, yo, dude, we want to endorse your book and be the first like actual fan fiction written like Final Fantasy. So it's gonna have like all the Final Fantasy tropes and everything. Yeah. No spoilers. But once I'm done Wukong, because that was the game I've been waiting for, other than the Elden Ring DLC, we'll go back to doing that. So we'll probably do, like, make up for, like, a little bit, then we'll do that, and then we'll do some sort of gaming, probably RuneScape, because I'll just be playing it in the background, most likely. Charlie! Oh, you want a dark, See, I got a dark... Let's see a dark humor one. Okay, I guess this would be... This is like the... It's like a conspiracy theory based one. But it's basically like two people in super high up, like, inspecting basically the idea... It's based around, like, the idea of flat Earth. Just as like, a concept. And they're basically in this, like, underground bunker, which is, like, completely filled with water. And it's like its own encased biosphere underneath the water that they basically have the International Space Station inside of. And they're like... That's where, like, all the astronauts and everything is filmed, because, you know, space isn't real. And they're basically talking about different protocols and how they didn't even design the machine. Like, you know, it's one of those really convoluted things where it's like, oh, yeah, you know, during the Cold War, the USSR had it, but they actually stole it from China. But China stole it from... the Germans in World War II. They were just really shitty builders, so they could never get it right. So when they teamed up with the USSR during the Cold War, then it became this massive undertaking, basically. And the that's what bankrupted the USSR during the space race, essentially. And then... we took it from there, and then we were actually able to build it, and then we faked all of the space stuff to make people think that space is real, so we can actually do the real thing, which is, of course, you know, fighting off the gods, because we found out that the Greek gods are actually real, and they're not happy, so we've been actually spending all of the entire defense budget on fending off, like, the gods of Olympus. But yeah, something along those lines. What do you think of that? Yeah, I know, right? But there's a bunch of, like, conspiracy theory ones and stuff like that. And it's like, you know, you find out later that, like, that whole situation was just a test by... like, the government to see if they could actually, like, keep secrets that advanced. And, yeah. So it's like a twist that'll come in, like, a different story when it's revealed between one of the characters or something like that, when, like, I'm thinking sometime around the time the guy that blows up the world becomes the president. And then they have their own after stories during the apocalypse and stuff like that. Like, freaking Fallout world. Basically. But I want, like, probably like 100-year timeline from like World War II up until World War III, which would be like from like 1935 to like 2040, 2050-ish. So like between like 100 and 120 years or something like that. Yeah, I just love taking things from the real world and warping them into fucked up things. Like, one of the... For, like, the... like, apocalypse stories, there's a thing called the Carnival of Carnage, and it's basically this, like, giant, fat, fucking, ugly bitch who's like a mutant, and she basically is a dominatrix over all of these like fucked up humans and stuff like that. Like her main pet has like the ends of his fingers cut down to the bone, and she uses him like his fingers for toothpicks because she's a cannibal, because the only meat you can really get is human meat now, because most of the animals got wiped out. So it's like, we eat humans now. And she has, because when you eat humans, you get heavy metal poisoning, because there's so many heavy metals in human meat. So she has, like, extreme like tremors and stuff like that, so she's like always quaking, and she's like super huge, so her like fat is always flapping all over the place and shit. She's just literally this giant fucking disgusting monster that just fucks with people. And yeah, so she brings people like into the carnival, and they have like, you know, like high rise like rope walking, but it's like your first time walking a tightrope 200 feet up, and then you just fall to your death. It's just like, okay, we're eating that guy. The meat's tender now, you know, kind of idea. But yeah, so it gets into like some really dark fucking stories and shit. But yeah, I know, right? It'd have to be an anime. It'd have to be an anime. Because it would go so hard as an anime. Because there's so much shit you just wouldn't be able to do, or it'd be so expensive to do. So, yeah. That would be a very, very cool thing. But, you know, slow goes. You just keep writing the stories, keep coming up with ideas, keep tying everything together, and it'll be a masterpiece. But like you're not old enough, but I don't know if you might know of something called actually, you know what? This is probably actually perfect for you if you want something interesting. That's from my day and age, Chicken Soup for the Teenage Soul. It's basically a book of a bunch of short stories. Wait, what does he want? Oh, he wants a raw herring. My bad. Yeah, it's a collection of short stories that all have a moral value, but it's like, you know, based for teenagers, and that's where I got the idea for, or like the basis for the idea for this. But it's like for adults, so it's like the working title for it is like Fish and Chips for the Mature Mind. I don't know if I want to say like adult mind, because then it makes it sound like NSFW, but I want like mature mind, you know? It's like, this is meant for fucking adults, not fucking children. There are extreme sexual and violent themes in these stories, but they all have a meaning and a lesson to tell that you can learn from. And not just one, but it's like depending upon, the idea is depending upon, it's instead of being a book that projects morals towards you, I want it to be something that you seek those specific things out. So it's like it speaks to you as opposed to, or like you're speaking to it as opposed to it speaking to you. Like, you just find these things in there that are like, oh man, yeah, I relate to this. I feel like that. Nice. That's dope. Happy pre-birthday. Happy early birthday. You know? Yeah. Moving up in numbers. That's a good thing. Okay, do I have a raw herring? I do not have a raw herring, so we're gonna have to buy a raw herring. And since we needs these, we should buy 10 of them. 10 raw herring, please. Put these in, you can just put them in here, just so we know that we have them. Okay, there we go. This was a friggin' difficult quest, or difficult clue scroll to do. But yeah, having something to kind of point you in the right direction, something that was very powerful for me when I was a teenager. So, shit drops, shit luck, never lucky. I'm Canadian, and I gave up on politics after Trudeau. I just don't give a fuck about politics. I do listen to Asmongold and his takes on the U.S. politics, and stuff like that, and through him I keep updated on U.S. politics, and I think it's fucking hilarious. But at the end of the day, if you know anything, it's always between a turd sandwich and a douche, if you've ever watched South Park. Those are the only choices you ever have in an election, is a turd sandwich or a douche. Nothing will happen. He was already president. What did he do? Nothing. So there's no reason to even think about, like, that shit, in my opinion. It's like like, do what you can do locally. Like, vote what you can, you know, like, get into, if you're into that, get into, like, local stuff and vote for local stuff, because that will actually affect you. And not enough people do that. I think that's one of the biggest scams, is that it's like the federal election is pushed so fucking hard, but like nothing else is. And it's like the local shit that you really want if you want change for stuff, because it starts in one place. And then once it's in one place, it's a precedent to be in another place. And the next thing you know, it's everywhere. And that's how it works. But people don't understand that. And they're just like, oh, we vote in this guy and he'll change everything. It's like, no. You gotta start small. You gotta start small and local and work your way up, slowly making those precedents in change, even if they're very, very minor. Just take steps, one step at a time. You gotta think of it as character building. That's what I think of it as. It's like, I like Asmongold's way of putting it. Do you freak out when a dog barks at you when you walk by? It's like, no, it's a fucking dog. You don't give a shit. That's what other people are. They're fucking NPCs. Don't give a shit about other people. Because they don't give a shit about you. At least that's, like, in general, you know? It's, like, outside of the people that you personally know. If you don't actually know someone, it's like, there's nothing there. So don't take their word as if, like, an NPC in a video game said, hey, you douchebag, fuck you, you piece of shit. And you're like, okay. The NPC dialogue in this game is pretty interesting. Like, I've had people come into the chat and they're like, you know, it's fucking hilarious. Like, freaking out, like, man, if I saw you in real life, I'd fucking shoot you, you fucking trans fucking whatever, fucking blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, well, actually, really, like, I'm just a cross-dresser. Like, I'm not actually, like, I just like to feel pretty and put on makeup and, like, do my nails and shit. And, you know, I have a sister, so it's like, we do makeup, we go out, we do stuff. It's like, it's fun, it's interesting. There's no, like, anything. And then they just kind of, they want me to react in a certain way, right? My reaction is, okay, thanks. I mean, you came, at least you're watching, right? I got you here. Boom, that's a win for me. You lost by simply entering the stream. That's how bad you fucked up there. And it's like, people just have no thought process towards something like that. And then it's like, once they go outside of, I know, right? Once you go outside of their, like, pre-programmed responses, because they're fucking NPCs, they don't know what to do. So they'll either sit there and hate watch you and spam, which I don't have enough people in here to ever matter whether they're spamming, because, you know, and if someone says that they're spamming and someone wants me to stop, I'll stop them, but I don't really give a fuck. I think it's fucking hilarious. Unless, like, someone's trying to talk and, you know, you can't see them because the guy's spamming. But that's how it goes sometimes. You just gotta live and let live when it comes to specifically online. Because it's like, what are they gonna do? Downvote you? Dislike a video? Like, at this point, like, I know it's not true that any publicity, like, is, you know, good publicity, but, like, that's not bad publicity. That's just publicity, because it's like someone going around and it's like, oh, I'm interested in that kind of content, so maybe I'll check that out. I mean, new content like that doesn't really come up much, you know? And next thing you know, people know about you. And as long as you're not terminally online always looking for that shit, you should be fine. Like, I play video games and I watch streamers. And I, like, look for funny things on Twitter. That's about it. That's my online presence. And then my Discord. And, like, when I play Final Fantasy XI. But mostly it's just laughing at, you know, those kinds of people for taking an interest in you, which is, like, the worst thing they can do if their, like, idea is negative and they're trying to output a negative response. It's like, depending upon who you are, some people can't handle that shit, but I'm like, what's funny about me is I'm an extremely emotional person, and, like, I can barely watch anime without crying. Like, the new episode of My Hero Academia came out last night, and I was bawling my eyes out when Deku looked over and saw Bakugo on the ground, and I was just like, and he went into, like, rage fucking mode. I was fucking tearing up, man. That was so powerful. Fuck. That was so good. I've been waiting for that scene for, like, a month and a half. It's fucking so good. Well, it's hard to find people like that, but once you do, finding a community that's upright like that, it's a very intense thing. And trying to, I don't know exactly how to say this, but, like, trying to put it at the forefront again is, oops, talk to question. Okay, challenge. What's the scroll? What's the answer? 6, 7, 6. Correct. Okay. But yeah, when it comes to having, like, finding that kind of connection or someone you can actually talk to about that kind of stuff, like, it makes you realize, like, what you're missing. And having that feeling means now you're ready to go out and look, because you know what you're looking for. And like I said, like, don't put something like that on the front lines. It's not about that. It's about a mentality and a confidence that's like, no one likes everything about someone. No matter who you are, no matter how much you love someone, no matter how close they are to you, there are things about people that you just don't like. And that is completely okay. And it's like, if people don't like that side of you, it shows what kind of person they are, whether they're willing to, like, still be around you. I want to say, like, desert you, but, you know, if that's their change in mentality, it's like, it's really bad to say, but it's like, people treat it like, oh, you're this, so that means you're, you know, something worse. Like, oh, you're gay, so that means that you're, like equivalent to, like, a murderer or something like that. Like a rapist or something like that. Like, in their mind, like, you're in that category of, I don't want to associate myself with that. And if that's a person's mentality, you want nothing to do with that person, because even if that isn't one of the things, eventually they're gonna find something that's gonna make them desert you. Because that's the kind of person those people are. So it's like, it could go from being, oh, I don't want to be around you because you're gay, to being like, oh, I don't want to be around you because you play this certain video game, or like you endorse this certain political view, or you endorse this idea for education, or this idea for this. And it's like those kinds of people will always find some reason to be a fucking goof about it. So you just, as soon as you pick that out, disassociate yourself with them, because they are not worth your time. That is clear NPC behavior. If they're like, oh, I'm like not comfortable with that, like, can you just not bring that up around me? It's like, yeah, sure, I totally understand. It's like, it doesn't have to be your main thing. It's just another talking point on your resume of I think this is it. I couldn't remember. I am so bad at this shit. No, that's not it. What was the last number or letter? Oh, it tells me CLS. I'm fucking stupid. CLS. There we go. Oh, it's not on the map. Okay, there we go. This is, glad I could do this, because I just unlocked this from doing a quest. So that's good to know. This is the beginning of Valamore. Alright. Where to now? This is Feldip, right? Nope, this is more Valamore. AJP. But yeah, so, like, my thing is, like, I have, like, 5 main points. I'm, like, makeup, writing, video games, politics, movies. And if you can't find something in common between those basic, or even, like, music, if you can't find commonalities that can lead to deeper connections between, like, those main 5 things, it's like, I don't want to say it, but it's like it doesn't feel worth it to pursue that kind of thing. Why am I lagging? What is this shit? Are we good? Because, like, OBS is freezing for me. I'm just like, how is this possible? What's taking up, like, desktop window manager? Like, what is this? Why is it taking up so much space? Game manager service. Like, what the fuck is this shit? Why is it eating so much of my memory? Why is Microsoft Edge open? What the fuck? Man, this is bullshit. This is a fucking brand new computer. Why is it freaking out like this? Oh man, that really pisses me off. This is literally a $4,000 computer. Like, what the fuck? Had no issues with other games, but OBS, I don't know why. It's not having a good time. Ooh, glue headband. Nice. Even though I've already gotten it before. Just didn't have the collection log back in the day. But filling up that collection log, fuck yeah. Throw that on there. These guys in here. And now we can do... Wait, do we have one more? Exit this. Get out of here. Nope, we did them all. We're good. Alright, farming run. Let's go. What do we need? These... what's next? Alright, I always forget those. And then we want this, and this, and we're good to go. Yeah, figure out why my memory is sitting at 85% when not background process that's going on or something like that. Like, I literally restart the PC before the freaking stream just so it doesn't do that. I updated OBS, but still getting some issues. Hopefully, over time, we'll be able to figure out. I'm not very tech savvy, so trying to figure out some of this stuff is a matter of just and seeing. Because I'm my end, like, majorly crackling and shit from the music. Especially when, like, it changes zones. Yeah, I need to, so I need, so I can sure use OBS and have on this, because that's the only thing I'm thinking, is this has to be an OBS problem. Because, like, it doesn't lag at all until OBS, and it's like I have a massive amount of space on the drives. It's not like the drive is full and it's free because of that. And it's like, it's fucking RuneScape. Why is it fucking laggy? It's literally run. I run it on my phone beautifully. I'm gonna try something. This will fuck me up. I might just have to restart the stream, because, like, this happens, and then I restart the stream, and it's just completely fine. And I'm just like, what the hell? What is wrong with it? What is going on? I just wish I knew how to, like, open up. Like, I hate Windows 11. I'm just not used to it. Alright, sounds good, bro. Close Discord because I was like, is this what's lagging? No, see, that didn't even work. Thank you. I think I'm gonna have to restart the stream because this is bad. Okay. Sorry, and this is fucked. do not know what's going on. Whole thing's fucking frozen.